Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the Northern Plains Water Voice. I'm your host, David Kringen, SDSU Extension Water Resources Field Specialist with the Department of Natural Resource Management and the Department of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering. In this series, we will be exploring some of the different issues and topics that impact water resources here in our state and region, essentially giving a voice to our wetlands, lakes, rivers, and streams, and the fish and wildlife that are dependent on them. We'll look at a wide range of subjects, whether it's research being conducted here at SDSU, or learning about the different conservation programs offered by our federal, state, and NGO partners that landowners can utilize to help conserve and protect our natural resources. We hope that you will find the content both interesting and informative, and we hope to have a little fun along the way too. In this first video, I want to introduce you to Sam Kucia. He is a PhD candidate in the SDSU Department of Natural Resource Management. Sam is working on developing a decision support tool to guide wetland restoration efforts and maximize conservation outcomes. Take a look.
The landscape of South Dakota, once a vast prairie and wetland ecosystem, has changed dramatically over the last century. Today, it's estimated that around 40% of South Dakota's wetlands have been lost, and that trend is still continuing. These losses matter. Wetlands provide critical habitat for wildlife and deliver essential services that benefit all of us. They help purify water, recharge groundwater, and reduce the impacts of flooding. Fortunately, there are voluntary programs that support wetland conservation and restoration. But for these efforts to be successful, we need good information. Accurate data on where wetlands used to be, where they are now, and where we have the most potential to bring them back. Without that, it's hard to make smart, effective decisions about how and where to restore them. That's where our research comes in. I'm Sam Kucia, a PhD student leading a project alongside Drs. Joshua Stafford and Owen McKenna, focused on identifying restorable wetland basins across South Dakota. We're building a detailed, statewide database to support smarter conservation planning. Our work uses cutting-edge technology, specifically machine learning, to analyze high-resolution satellite data and detect small, shallow wetlands that are often missed by traditional mapping methods. But it's not easy. Many of these wetlands don't hold water every year. Some are tiny, and in some areas, the satellite data just isn't sharp enough to easily detect them. Still, these wetlands play a big role in supporting biodiversity and providing ecological functions that benefit both wildlife and people. The end goal is to create a comprehensive inventory of former and drained wetland basins in eastern South Dakota. From there, we'll develop a mathematical model to evaluate restoration potential, identifying the best locations and wetland types for restoration. Finally, we're building a decision support tool to help conservationists prioritize their work based on factors like cost, habitat value, and groundwater impact. This project brings together technology, ecology, and conservation to tackle a real-world challenge: how to restore one of South Dakota's most vital natural resources. We're excited to share more as our research moves forward.
Hey guys, I'm Sam Kucia. Come take a look at my work.
So the foundation of this project relies on an inventory of drained or lost wetland basins on the landscape, which then we can further build out this decision support tool to maximize conservation. But really the foundation here is our delineated basins. Here you can see actually kind of three outputs we are tinkering with, and these are of varying sensitivity. And it's finding this fine line. So you'll see our most conservative basin estimate is in purple, and they become more liberal between yellow and orange. So purple is most likely to just be capturing basins itself. It's less sensitive, but in some areas, especially when we're referring to very small, shallow, temporary or seasonal wetlands, the sensitivity of this, purple model output might not be enough to actually capture a lot of the smaller wetlands on the landscape that do exist in large quantities. But we have to stay tempered Because as you see, as we tweak that sensitivity and start to capture more water on the landscape, locations of possible drained or lost basins, if we go too far, you can look at orange here, where actually individual basins can start to get connected by these minor ditches on the landscape, these low spots that may attract water, and it may not fully represent basins. This might be overestimating what's actually out there. So trying to find this fine line between capturing all the basins we need, like in purple or yellow, but not clumping everything into these large, messy complexes where we don't have a fine line delineated between what is the basin, what is maybe a ditch between them. So as you can see, if we turn off that really liberal estimate, the landscape slowly becomes more and more just discrete basins compared to these really interconnected kind of drainage flowages or complexes that we don't want to capture, because a lot of this isn't actually what would be the location of a wetland, but it may be the wetland and then a small ditch or low spot between them.
Thanks for watching. We look forward to bringing you more episodes right here on the Northern Plains Water Voice.